nothing more than a bully, as has been seen in the past. His most recent victory on Chris Miller was just one piece of evidence in terms of support for that particular statement. Both of these men were winners at our last Fusion Wrestling event in December. Now the two winners will go after one another in what will sure be a huge heavyweight clash. Willie Richardson has currently the longest winning streak of anyone else in Fusion Wrestling right now. That Fusion winning streak, by the way, has lasted years. He has been literally unstoppable ever since his last Fusion Wrestling Championship match, his opportunity against Nick Butler years ago. Richardson has decimated individuals like Miller, Chris Miller, Pat LaPantera, Brad Kevins, and a multitude of others in the recent calendar year. A long winning streak, a top contender, and he could be a big deal. And he's got so many weapons at his disposal, probably more weapons than JW Lovely is fully aware of. Side headlock as he's trying to control the head and the neck of Willie Richardson at the moment. Lovely trying to suffocate the big man. And here's Richardson immediately throwing some back elbows to disrupt the Brock running shoulder tackle, and he takes down Willie Richardson. How many heavyweights have you seen take down Willie this early in a match before? Nice leapfrog by the big man. Look at these big men go. Incredible athleticism demonstrated by JW Lovely right here. Lovely runs, big shoulder block, takes down Richardson. Here's the takedown. I can't believe the way that Lovely is just dismantling this huge body slam on top of it all. Lovely has total control of this, and Richardson shoots that right shoulder up. Yeah, wait a minute, he's rolling for cover, and he can't handle this abuse. Lovely's too big. And you can hear the fans all across the Fusion Arena letting everyone know exactly what he's currently capable of. And Richardson has been shocked at the hands of JW Lovely. His last victory was an impressive one against another heavyweight, the French Cactus. That was in December of last year. Richardson is trying to wet his whistle, but at the same time he's created a slippery spot, and Richardson is running for his life. Inside of the ring they go, and Richardson clobbers Lovely as he tries to scoot himself back into the ring. Lovely has been hyped up for this matchup ever since it was announced. Teacher versus student in many ways, of the many senses of the word. And on top of all that, we got to talk about JW Lovely and his recent tryouts with top-flight televised professional wrestling organizations. And a lot of them have said the same thing. If Lovely can continue to improve in the ring, get in better shape, and get some more experience, he might one day be among one of the best. Crushing drop kick. He blasted him that time. Both feet going straight through the chest and the heart of Lovely, and Lovely has not had an answer thus far. I think Lovely made a mistake in the early going of this match. He utilized so much of his energy to try to get a quick upper hand on Richardson, and now Richardson, using his veteran instincts, he simply rolled out of the ring. He created some distance, and then he regrouped at a moment where Lovely wasn't ready. And that's the difference between these two combatants right now. Experience will decimate youth nearly all the time, especially if the youth is not fully focused on the prize and the situation at hand. Richardson again, just leaning in and hurting this man a little bit more every single moment that this match progresses. Knee driven straight into the right jaw. And this is a sad situation for Lovely, who can't even see straight, and Richardson might have plans on doing something even more devastating at this moment. Oh my! Just ran in, and he had that right hip collapse right up against the head of Lovely as he's nearly passed out from the pain. Richardson drags Lovely back into the ring. Oh man, he almost had him right there. Sam has got to keep a close eye on Lovely to see if he can physically continue. If he cannot adequately defend himself, this match might end earlier than expected, and it might not be a pleasant result for Lovely. They might have to take this man out in an ambulance. Lovely swinging wildly, but he can't take the big man down. His right hands are not as strong as they might have been earlier in this bout. Quick reversal. Oh my! The urban elbow smash, and Lovely's been destroyed. Man, he's motionless on this man, and Richardson is just taking a walk through the park right here. Mocking the fans. He is a bully, and he will press his body weight down on Lovely all the time that it's possible here. A very physically imposing foe is Willie the Bomb Richardson. And again, he walks all over the abdominal region of Lovely. And although Lovely might have a lot of extra padding, that does not necessarily mean that this isn't doing a lot of damage. The internal bleeding that could result is when a 300-pound man walks all over your body multiple times. I mean, that could be enough. It could disrupt normal traditional bodily functions. Richardson sending Lovely in the corner in the avalanche. His ribs and his abdomen must be in total shock. Oh my goodness! 600 pounds got elevated and dropped at the same time on the mat. Richardson making Lovely pay. There's no one else but Willie Richardson who's the man in this ring at this moment. And that's for real, and that's for sure. And Lovely's doing anything that he possibly can to pull himself up, but he needs the ropes for balance, and he's having a hard time here just trying to maintain his upward progression, his balance, his coordination, his breathing. Everything has been sacrificed. Back first into the corner. Richardson runs in. He misses. A quick roll-up by Lovely. Oh my! That could have been the difference maker, and Richardson's got to be careful because Lovely still has a couple of tricks left up his sleeve. Crashing clothesline, the elbow smash, and we might be seeing the setup for the pounce of the Urban Lariat at any given moment of time. Sets him up for the ride. Watch out! Oh my, the atomic drop. And the groceries downstairs are becoming overripe right now. We're going to be seeing the beginning of the end. Urban Lariat, he missed! Lovely! Heel kick! He got the big man down! Richardson's eyes have rolled to the back of his head. Both men are struggling to continue. We got a heck of a heavyweight clash. Fusion wrestling. The two heavyweights. What an even battle this has been. And Lovely trying to get back to his feet, trying to mount the comeback of his life. Can he continue this? Running clothesline. He took him down again. Took him down another time. Richardson still trying to get to his feet, but he's getting much angrier all the time. Fire doggy suplex slam. Can Lovely hook the leg? Oh, Richardson again. Is still not weakened enough to suffer the defeat. What will Lovely have to do in order to put this big, huge heavyweight fortress, this bully away? And Lovely hit that one high-impact move that will rock Richardson from his very core and will rip him to shreds. He gets prepared. Pump handle kick. That's one of his signature moves, along with the Lovely effect. And Richardson again finds an escape. He times the count in such a way that he gives himself just a split second of time to recover before he has to continue to engage in battle. These high-impact drops and shots by Lovely have done some damage, but clearly Lovely has to remain calm, and he has to continue to hurt Richardson just a little bit more if he expects to win this match, because Richardson is close to possibly losing this battle. Big right hand and another one, but both men are definitely exhausted. They have expensed a lot of energy in this matchup thus far. Watch out! Oh my! The potato to the head, and Lovely's been rocked. Look at the power of Richardson. Huge body slam. And Lovely might be in a lot of trouble right here. Richardson might be preparing to take flight as he's climbed to the second rope. And now he's going to the top. This could be catastrophic for Lovely right here. Watch out! Oh my! Crushing leg drop. Lovely just had his head squashed like a pea. That's it. Richardson's won again. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Midwest Bully, Willie the Bomb Richardson. Richardson squashed Lovely's head like a grape, and the concussive-like effects of having a nearly 300-pound man flying off those ropes and landing with all that pressure could not have felt good at all. Richardson has taught Lovely a lesson, a painful lesson. You cannot and you should not test me, not here in Fusion Wrestling. The teacher outlasts the student here this afternoon. An incredible bout that saw a lot of twists and turns. Possibly the most physical bout thus far in Fusion Wrestling this afternoon. And we're not done. Still, Richardson's the winner. Lovely gave it his all. And it is a shame the Heavyweight Heartthrob, I think, was seconds away from pulling off one of the biggest wins of his entire career just seconds ago. Hey fans, let's hear one more time for the Heavyweight Heartthrob JW Lovely! Nothing to be ashamed about. Lovely gave it his all right here this afternoon, and it was an amazing effort on behalf of that big man.